The expression "once in a blue moon" is used to describe something that happens very rarely. When people say they do something once in a blue moon, they mean it occurs so infrequently that it feels almost exceptional. It is not just uncommon, it is unusually scarce. The phrase adds a touch of color and imagination to everyday speech, making a simple idea about rarity sound more vivid and memorable. The origin of the phrase is linked to the idea of a blue moon, which refers to an additional full moon that appears within a specific calendar period. Traditionally, a blue moon is the second full moon in a single calendar month, though older definitions tied it to seasonal calculations. Because full moons typically occur once a month, having two in the same month is uncommon. This rarity gave rise to the symbolic meaning behind the expression. Interestingly, the moon does not usually appear blue in color. Under certain atmospheric conditions such as after volcanic eruptions or large forest fires, the moon can take on a bluish tint. However, these events are themselves rare, reinforcing the sense of unusualness associated with the phrase. Over time, the literal phenomenon became less important than the figurative meaning. In everyday conversation, people use the phrase in a wide variety of contexts. Someone might say, "I eat fast food once in a blue moon," to emphasize that it is not part of their regular routine. A friend could remark, "He calls me once in a blue moon," suggesting infrequent contact. The phrase often carries a slightly humorous or light-hearted tone, softening what might otherwise sound like criticism. The expression also reflects how language evolves through metaphor. Humans often rely on natural events like the movement of the moon to describe abstract ideas such as time and frequency. By connecting rarity to a celestial event, the phrase gains poetic depth. It demonstrates how everyday speech can preserve traces of astronomy, folklore, and cultural history. Moreover, "once in a blue moon" is widely understood across English-speaking cultures. Although the exact astronomical explanation may not be common knowledge, the figurative meaning is clear. This shared understanding makes the phrase effective in both casual speech and informal writing. It is simple, expressive, and universally relatable. In conclusion, "once in a blue moon" is a colorful idiom that communicates the idea of something happening very rarely, drawing its imagery from the uncommon occurrence of a second full moon in a calendar month. By blending astronomy with metaphor, the phrase enriches ordinary language and reminds us how even rare celestial events can shape the way we describe the rhythms of our daily lives.